back to another episode of Lakeshow's Finest Redux. I'm your host, Charles Ryan, Chuck, Kobe24 MP3, KB24 status, or yours truly, the biggest Laker fan in the world. And tonight the Lakers kicked the Grizzlies' butt big time. They won by a big 29 points. Did not expect that big of a win, but thank God, finally had a blowout. Gonna start with Anthony Davis, arguably the best player in the league right now, top 3 at least, best big man in the league. I was counting as soon as I have Anthony Davis on my fantasy team. I'm very fortunate to have him, and as soon as he'd hit 2 free throws, I'd be like, oh my God, this is incredible. And then 10 seconds later, get fouled again. Another 2 free throws. I think he shot like 20 free throws like the third quarter or something crazy. But yeah, he was 26 for 27 for the free throw line. 96% from the free throw line. That really helped my free throw stats in my fantasy. And this dude was unstoppable. In only 30 minutes, this fool had 40 and 20. 7 for 17 from the field. No turnovers. 2 assists. 2 blocks, 8 offensive rebounds. But yeah, 40 points, 20 rebounds. A lot of respect to that guy. God damn. And as soon as the quarter ended, I knew, as soon as the third quarter ended, that he wasn't going to play the fourth. And I'm really happy he got his rest, because I feel like he really could have gone for 50, maybe even 60. But, that shoulder is a little bit banged up, so very lucky the Lakers helped him out, so he didn't have to come back in. But that was an awesome game. I haven't seen a game from the Lakers center like that in a while. Probably the last center to do something like that was Shaq. He was the last one to have a 40-20. But probably a center to even do something close like that was probably Dwight Howard when he played for us in 2012. But that's how long it's been to see a big do something like that for us. But a lot of other players showed up. I mean, what's hilarious is the player with the lowest plus-minus was LeBron James at +2. I think he had like 9 points in the first half, and I was a little bit worried that he was being too passive. But yeah, he finished with 23 points. 8 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 block. He had 6 turnovers. Ouch. But overall, pretty lax game from LeBron, and that's great, You can afford to only score 23 points and win by 30. Because last year, that obviously wasn't the case. If LeBron only scored 23 points and had 2 rebounds and 6 turnovers, chances were they weren't going to win. He needed to have more than 8 assists and 23 points usually. So it's nice to have someone to lean on like AD, obviously. But Avery played well, 12 points, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. KCP played well, 13, had the best plus-minus at 26, but his last 10 points were in garbage time, as you guys probably saw. But a lot of good stuff all around. I liked how JaVale got minutes this time, rather than him getting shut out by Dwight. And, JaVale played better. He had more points. He had 10 versus Dwight having 2. And JaVale had 9 rebounds, but still, JaVale, he's better at the pick and roll and catching lobs. It seems like his vertical is better, and JaVale's even taller than Dwight, so kind of cool that Vogel's kind of keeping it balanced and not too lopsided for those 2 guys. Cruz didn't really do anything tonight, but yeah, just a crazy game, and I thought it was hilarious to see Josh Jackson, former number 3 or 4 pick for the Phoenix Suns, just play like trash. I think he had Oh, did he not play this game? No, that was Jaren Jackson, my fault. But Josh Jackson is on the Grizzlies. I think he got reassigned to the Grizzlies D-League team, but still. One of the Jacksons was playing terribly, Jaren Jackson. Also, top pick last year, 2 years ago. But yeah, Ja Morant, intriguing guy, 16 points, 2 assists, 4 turnovers, but nobody really looked that good on the Grizzlies. They're I think 1-3 now. I hate Jay Crowder with a passion, so I'm happy that we handed him an L. He only shot 1 for 6 from 3 for 9 points, Jay Crowder. But, I mean, Grizzlies are annoying, and I think we play them 3 more times this year, so that's good, because I think they're going to be, like, top 5 worst team. But, I'm just super happy that we swept this homestand, 3 games. Really should have been 4. I mean, I don't know how we got killed by the Clippers, but it's good to see us winning 3 games in a row before we go on a freaking road trip. We play the Mavericks and then the Bulls, I think. But next game should be fun. I mean, the Lakers have a lot of opportunities here with the easy strength of schedule to really, I think I said it before, but they have like the 28th easiest strength of schedule in the league in like their first few weeks or something. But they go Mavs, Spurs, and then Bulls. And I want to get 2 out of 3 on those. I really like to. I saw the Mavs play tonight versus the Nuggets. They pulled it out at the last minute. But Doncic and KP are going to be hard to stop. I'm really interested to see how what are the matchups going to be. Is JaVale going to defend Kristaps, or are they going to put Anthony Davis on him for more agility? Like, what's going to happen there? And then, is Avery Bradley going to guard Doncic? How's that going to work out? Or are they going to put Danny Green on him since Danny Green's a better defender? I mean, that should be fun. But, just great start. The Lakers haven't gone 3-1 in like a while. I saw a stat like the last time the Lakers started 2-1 was 2011, something crazy like that. So I wonder when the last time was 3-1. But I mean, I think this just proves how bad Luke Walton is. I mean, everything comes back to Luke Walton, but the Kings suck with Luke Walton, and the Lakers never. They were like 2-3 in their first 5 games last year when Magic Johnson freaked out. But I mean, I'm just super stoked right now. I think we're like 3rd in the standings, something high up. It's super early, obviously, but it's just nice to like actually see us at the top. I mean, I really, really love it. I mean, also, like, one thing about this game is it's crazy that we're playing without Kuzma, because all these minutes are going to go down for their players. Like, Quinn Cook's not going to get these minutes. I don't even think Troy Daniels will get any minutes when Kuzma comes back. So it should be, like, when Kuzma comes back, I don't know if there'll be an opportunity for Anthony Davis to get a 40 and 20 game again. Like, is that even possible? Because Kuz needs to get his too, so it should be interesting. They said Frank Vogel said to the media that he hopes Kuz will come back for the beginning of the road trip on Friday. I hope so, but it's a good problem to have. Too many minutes, too many good players, quote unquote, to give too few minutes. The Lakers are 3rd in the league. I mean, in the Western Conference at 3-1. That's just so cool to look at. I mean, the last time they were there was before LeBron got injured, when the Lakers were, I think, the 4th seed, actually, and they were a game and a half out of the first place seed the night LeBron got injured versus the Warriors on Christmas. So, great memory there. But, yeah, I'm going to flip it to story time. I haven't done a Lakers story time this whole season yet. This is only my 3rd or 4th. I think it's their 3rd podcast this season. But we're going to do Lakers story time. I'll see you guys on the turn. Alright, so my Lakers story time is kind of a 2-parter. So this first story time this is a shorter one, but I was meeting a friend of mine at a Laker game, and Lakers were playing the Wolves. It was January this year, and my friend was seated in the 100 section. And unfortunately, I had tickets on the other side of the arena in the premier section. And I'm doing everything I can to literally sit near my friend in that section. So I'm like waiting. I go down to the lower bowl because he's in like the 111 like behind the wave bench. And I'm waiting at the entrance to the 111 section. I'm, like, begging people to switch tickets with me. And I'm, like, freaking, like... I'm trying to, like, straight up, like, sell my seat. Like, it's the best. It's dead center in the premiere section, where they serve you food. And it's true. Like, they serve you food and all that. And I'm saying you don't want to have beer served to you. You can sit down and have people come over to you and just hand you shit. You don't want to just chill and relax. And, like, I was, like, literally, like, kind of, like, begging people. And my seats were better. They were more centered. And premiere section, like I said. But these people are like, nah, I don't want to split up with my friend because I only have one ticket to give. And it's just hilarious. And I eventually, and like the security guard wouldn't let me go down to the section. Like not the security guard, the people that check your tickets or each section. They wouldn't let me go down there to say hi to my friend. So I had to like freaking like beg him. Say, let me just fucking check over there. Come on, cuh. So I finally got down there and I, said hi to my friend and all that shit. But it was just so stupid. Like, literally, please switch seats with me. I'll do anything. And it was, I offered people like $20 to just switch tickets. But that was unsuccessful, unfortunately. My second story time, my second Lakers story time is... So when I was, 12, 13, 12, my friend from middle school, his dad, he like has something to do with the Lakers Spanish radio network, the radio, Pepe and Gonzalez, they do the play-by-play. I sound like an idiot, but so the Lakers are the play-by-play radio station, and he like manages or owns it, my friend's dad, and so every single year they have this Laker event at the convention center called like Lakers Fiesta. And sometimes the players make appearances, and because I went with, my friend's dad, and my dad, his dad's, has to do with the Spanish radio station, and he's kind of a big deal. He kind of has a lot to do with this, I guess. So we got, like, passes, blah, blah, and we go to meet Kareem Rush, Devin George, and Luke Walton, like, outside the convention center. This was, like, 2006, I want to say. I think Devin George was still on the team then. And we go, to meet them, and it's, like, not, like, official. It's very, like, informal. They're just chilling outside there, and we go and, talk to them a little bit, because I guess we could. And they're, like, smoking cigarettes. And Luke Walton's smoking cigarettes. And it was the funniest thing in the world. And I was, like, 12 years old. And so my friend's dad asked me, can you take a picture of me with Luke Walton? I'm like, yeah, sure. And he'd like weird, like fucking BlackBerry, something weird phone. And I took the picture, but I don't even think I took it. Like, I don't think I actually did it right. So I handed it back to him, and I'm like, yep, looks good. So I don't know. Sorry. I don't know if he actually got a freaking good picture. But such a stupid story. But it's just so funny seeing Luke smoking cigarettes and these guys who are professional athletes doing that. Kind of crazy, really. But yeah, that's my 2-part Lakers story time. Once again, we got the Mavericks, the Spurs, and the Bulls. Then we come back home. So if we can go 2-1 on this road trip, I'd really love it. And I'd even love more if Anthony Davis can bring that same intensity, because I feel like we're just scratching the surface with him. He is... If his shoulder is completely healthy and he gets this chemistry going, can't wait. And, even his ball handling brings up the floor. Like, that's how he gets a lot of these fouls, is he's just penetrating from the freaking 3-point line and catching these bigs off guard, and I love it. So, let's see if we can beat the Mavs. Let's beat up on Luka. Don't let Luka go off for 30 and have him launch threes from 40 feet away, and he's special. So yeah. Alright, so Friday night I should be back with another podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Once again, I'm Charles Ryan, Chuckster, KB24 status. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.